Hello, everybody. Oh my gosh, my allergies. Okay, so I have some gadgets to show you real quick when I come back. But welcome to Canada with Katie. We're going to talk about handwriting today. I'm going to show you some cool new things that I have and just some info I found because this is just something I was curious about. So I thought maybe you would be too. And I'm not going to have all of the info because there is a boatload of info out there. So let's roll the intro and then I'll be back. What do you say? Boom! Let's do this. Hey there. I hope you guys can hear me. I'm going to check it again. You know how I am. I always like to check it because sometimes I have snafus. Although I'm frozen. Oh yeah, it's good. Okay. Happy Tuesday. This is working out pretty well, I think, doing Candor with Katie every 2 weeks. What do you think? It's not too much, not too little. I'm drinking this awesome energy drink called Aspire. No calories, no sugar, no carbs. You probably think, how is there anything else in there? But I got it from my gym people. That's pretty good. So, a couple other things. Susan House, I haven't talked to you in a while, but she gave me some of these soaps. Look at how cool these are. And I'm so weird that I save things and I don't want to use them yet, but I need to use them because they smell like looks like Fruit Loops. I think that is Fruit Loops in there. And then some other ones. I think they're like scrubs. So I'm gonna have to verify with her because I'm a weirdo and I don't look at things right away. So hi everyone. Today we're talking about what does your handwriting say about you? And I think I forgot to put one of the sites in here. But I have a quiz that you can take too. And I'm gonna put that in. I'll put it in like in the comments, like at the beginning, like the top of this video when I'm done doing the video. So have you guys ever wondered about this? And I forgot. Okay, so here's some fancy things I have to show you. One is this fan because if you know me, I'm like always hot and I'm traveling. And when I was in Norway, there was so you can barely open the windows like 2 inches and there's like no air, circulation and no AC except for in Oslo and then no fan. So look at this fan, you guys. It's like super lightweight and you plug it in and charge it, but you can also like just have a thing and have it plugged in. And I've got that on me right now. So it goes in this little case and I'm going to take it with me to Pleasanton because it's going to be very, very hot. So I've got to get my stuff together too and get my Viking on the Move videos uploaded. I've got some videos done, but look at how cool this is. I got this and it says champion because Horgan means champion. And so I'm the kind of person that needs to put everything. I need to put it in one notebook because I have notebooks flying all over the place. All right, so this is quickly turning not into a handwriting thing, but I forgot to upload this. So like this is my handwriting. It's not that great. I tried to print and stuff. But I also got this one. Look at this fancy one. And it says what? Viking on the Move. You can't see it that well. But this fits. This is a 3-subject notebook right now. So now wherever I go, I'll look professional, no matter what my notebooks look like. So there you go. All right. What do we care about handwriting? So it's interesting because I don't feel like people care as much now with all the technology we have, but here's some of the stuff. What does your handwriting say about you? That was kind of cool. I had all these cool little graphics, but then they were going to be hard to read and it's a bunch of screenshots. See, I can't read that. So it's the study of handwriting, especially, okay, I'm going to get closer, especially when, oh my God, how am I doing today? Especially when employed as a means of analyzing characters, personalities, abilities. It says there's 5,000 different personality traits. Do you believe that? To me, it seems kind of weird because how can handwriting say that much about you? You know what I mean? Okay, where should I put my head? Should I go down here? Whoa, no. You don't need that. Should I go down there? Oh, that's better. Okay. So you can see it a little bit better. Okay, next. This is like examples of handwriting. So a lot of them, if you go online and you just type in like handwriting something or other, and tell me if I'm talking too loud if there's anybody watching. A lot of them talk about the I's and the T's. So what do yours look like if you're looking at this? So my I's, I put them right over the I, and my T's, I'm way up high, and I usually slant it. My handwriting is really sporadic, and sometimes the print, I kind of intermix printing and cursive, so I'm probably schizophrenic. Okay, so they talk about the size of your letters, large letters. You're outgoing, people-oriented, outspoken, love attention. It could also mean that you put up a front and pretend to have a lot of confidence. So average letters, you're well-adjusted and adaptable, and small letters, you're shy, withdrawn. Studios, I'm sure it's supposed to say studious. Concentrated? Is that really how you would describe a person? Concentrated and meticulous. So to me, this seems kind of obvious. Like, duh. You know what I mean? Anybody could do that. So there's a couple other ones in here. If you guys are wondering, no slant, you don't let your emotions get the best of you. So you're just, boom. Slant to the right, you're open to experiences. Slants to the left, you tend to keep yourself and generally like to work behind the scenes. If you are right-handed and your handwriting slants to the left, you may be expressing rebellion. Mine's kind of straight up, really, but I feel like it kind of goes back and forth. I don't know. I'll tell you that I'll show you the answer to my quiz. So dotting your I's, if you dot your I way over the I, you have great imagination. If you slash your I's, you're overly self-critical. Circle your I's, you're a visionary and childlike. And right over the I, you're detail-oriented, organized, and emphatic in what you say or do. So if I do it mostly right over the I, but I wouldn't say I'm organized only I'm a disorganized, organized person, I would say. Okay. So there's some other sites that have different point of views on like the I's and stuff. So I put these in here because they're similar, but not exactly the same. Okay. So the way you dot or don't dot your I's says a lot about your personality. The high dot have imaginative personalities, and writing off to the left tend to procrastinate. So see, that's a little bit different information. So the high dot, great imagination. So that's the same, but this part right here, procrastinate. So I procrastinate. And if it shows a circle, so that's childlike. And then when writing by hand, I guess it was kind of the same. When I'm putting this together, I didn't think it was. You're writing speed. If you write quickly, you're impatient. I write quickly all the time, most of the time because I'm in a hurry. I mean, I always want to have better handwriting, but I don't. And I should practice. If you write slowly, you're more organized. Doesn't this make sense to you guys? If your signature is not legible, you're very private, hard to read, understand. Well, isn't that all famous people? Except for John Hancock. What is that from Tommy Boy? Herbie Hancock. If it's legible, you're confident, comfortable in your own skin. You don't need to pretend you're something you're not. I feel like my signature looks like a kid wrote it. So here's the lie detector. This one was kind of strange to me. Handwriting that's bunched up, moved out of alignment, or different from the rest of the writing indicates a lie. So it kind of seems when I look at my handwriting that I might be lying all the time. Writing I to refer to yourself. This is what threw me off a little bit. People who make the capital I larger than the other capital letters tend to be arrogant. Arrogant. People who make their capital I to refer to themselves smaller than the other capital letters tend to be happy with themselves. Well, you're usually not writing capital letters together, but I write a big I, So I'm just curious to know how they came up with this, Pardon me for my allergies. Okay, so French psychologist Alfred Binet, the man thought to have created the IQ test, says that graphology is science of the future, but some call it pseudoscience. So according to the infographic show, some graphologists believe that a right slant in your writing could mean you are outgoing, open to new things, but a left slant could mean the opposite. You're reserved. Writing with no slant means that you're a logical, practical person who's outwardly emotional. So I'm kind of a no slant. I would say I'm emotional, but I try not to show it all the time. All right. So I got to move my face here. This is the test that I'm going to put up there that you guys can do. Let me figure out how to. Whoa, hi. Sorry. All right, and there's the site right there. If you can see it, can you see that? So when you can go through there online, and I'll share that on here too. I'll show you how it works. What does your handwriting mean? It says I'm sensible. I have a hopeful attitude. I'm optimistic. I excel at verbal communication. I notice everything and pay great attention to detail. I'm a careful, methodical thinker. I would say mostly. Sometimes I tend to just fly by the seat of my pants and just do whatever. But people always ask this, because I said this at the beginning, can you always tell personality, or not, I guess not always, wasn't in there. Can you tell personality from handwriting? Sorry, graphology has not been proven in any substantial way to predict or identify the character traits of an individual. Psychologists have research connections between this and the Myers-Briggs type indicator, and it shows no correlation. So sad. So this is what people look at. Sorry, my allergies are so bad. Characteristics based on writing can be seen as reliable. Characteristics based on horoscopes. Again, graphology is often seen as a pseudoscience. Well, I would think that makes sense if they're comparing it to horoscopes. Who's a horoscope reader here? Okay, genetics, believe it or not, also play a role in shaping how a person dots their I's and crosses their T's. So what I should do is really research why they're so concerned about the I's and the T's. So maybe my Viking ancestors were just emphatic about their I's and their T's. Who knows? Okay. It's influenced by a person's anatomy also. For example, your bone structure affects how one holds a pen. I suppose if you have a really big, meaty hand, you're going to hold your pen differently. I don't have a pen right here. I hold my pens really close to my fingers. So I don't know what that means. I'm just giving you an overview here. Hand-eye coordination, muscle memory, mental ability in copying proper penmanship also influence writing. Like I said, so if I can show you really, I write fast and you can't even read it. It's just that's ridiculous. So what they talked about in a couple of these things was it can change over time as your physical and mental characteristics change, especially if something happens to you. And although handwriting is a basic action for most, this generation probably doesn't get as much practice as previous ones. So what is that going to say? Is this going to change the way scientists and stuff think about handwriting? What do you guys think about handwriting? Do you worry about this at all? And with computers and iPhones, many students type everything or even use the voice tool. And Siri, you use Siri. I have it on Do Not Disturb. It's often used recreationally for things, handwriting is, such as personal notes, songwriting, journaling. I journal a lot. Okay. So here's my final thoughts. If you dislike your handwriting, you can always change it, although it does get more difficult as you get older due to muscle memory. It's like, what is that? Teaching an old dog new tricks? With new technologies, I don't know how much it's really studied anymore or how, here's what I think. If writing for yourself, who cares what it looks like? Don't stress about it. Lots of businesses and such look at your personality too. I think the real issue now, maybe something I should talk about is how do you get your foot in the door now? Because if you're just doing everything online and putting a resume online, someone might not want to hire me because of my age, for instance. But if I met them in person, they'd be like, oh yeah, look, she's young, exuberant, whatever, and it's like, how do you get a chance? So try the quiz and see what it says about you. So here's what it is right here. I will show you my screen. Okay, let me find it. Hang on. Here it is. Okay. So this is what it looks like when you pull it up. Can you see this? Because let's see here. Yeah, here's what it looks like. So then you just go through it. I'll just pretend. So start, and then you just say, okay, mine slant to the left. They slope down. This is what my T looks like. They're closed. Here's how I dot my I's. I'm going really fast. So what does that mean? It gives you your results right away. And it says that kind of person controls their emotions carefully, can be pessimistic and worry. You're a dreamer with big goals. You're discreet. You draw attention to yourself, have an artistic spirit. So how accurate is this stuff? I don't know. I just made that stuff up, but maybe that was you. Who knows? Not you, but maybe you have those same writing techniques. Who knows? Remember, guys, the journey begins with you. So be good to yourself. I'm going to Pleasanton this weekend. I'm nervous because it's gonna be really hot, and it's very hot on the field. So we're just gonna throw all the good juju out there that it's gonna be pleasant weather. I'll see you in 2 weeks. Peace and love. Bye, guys.